Welcome. Fukuoka Fat Guys, episode 128. Whew, how are you today, man?
Same.
Yeah?
Same.
I'm fucking exhausted. This was a fucking stressful week. I got into it with a manager of mine at work today, so just still kind of feeling that after effects of just, the anger lingering.
I try not to let work get to me anymore. What can you do about it,
Oh, exactly. No, I agree. It's kind of pointless. But for about, I want to say a good 30 minutes, I had that nasty feeling. I had to force myself to let it go. But I'm not angry now, but I can still, it's like the leftover feeling. I don't know how to explain it. The exhaustion of having to go through that bullshit today. So if I don't sound as, energetic and stuff today, my bad. Just, it was a very long day, but, weekend's here. So fucking A, I'm happy about that. How was your fitness this week?
Not really existing. Just kind of going through the motions.
I thought you went on a big bike ride with some of your ex-students.
That wasn't a big bike ride. It was just a bike ride.
How far?
20 kilometers.
So it's 10 miles?
About, yeah. It's a small ride. Easy ride.
How long did that take?
About 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Nothing too crazy. But still, it must have been nice. Were these old kids you taught in junior high or what?
Yep.
Oh.
I taught them when they were about 8 years ago or so.
Oh, jeez.
So just one of my students right now.
Oh, okay. No,
he's been to. If you follow my stories, you've probably seen him sing and stuff like that. So, and you've seen the bike ride, so everyone knows.
And today's lunch, that was some awesome McDonald's, man. You had a bunch of discounts and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, man, fucking.
Yeah, I think I eat McDonald's 3 times a week or so, at least 3.
It's convenient.
It's good.
Yeah. Eating something 3 times a week, eventually I'll get sick of it, but sometimes I'm just fuck. I want something and they're the quickest, and that is a lot of my decision making sometimes.
Yeah, and it fits my macros. It's easy, so. Did
that lunch today, that was inside your macros for today?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's awesome, man. That was what did you order? I saw a McNugget, fry, small fry, a burger, and that's all I can remember.
Yep. So 15-piece nuggets, double cheeseburger, a regular hamburger because that was the free thing.
Oh.
Then a small fries, which was free, and then the medium fry set, and then the sodas were they don't count. So.
Cola Zero.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No shit. Hey, as long as it fits your macros, right? Did you eat anything else for dinner?
Yeah.
Did you have to cut or what?
No, I still have a lot of calories left over. So.
What's your calories at right now?
4,000.
Oh shit, that's awesome, man. Fuck, no wonder that ain't shit then. Oh man. So the weather out here has been fucking hot recently.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, really, I hate it. I hate it so much. But I was wondering, so in the winter, there was those videos that we saw talking about standing outside and getting the benefits of letting your body interact with the cold and stuff. Is there anything we get from the heat like this that?
Yeah, definitely.
Like what? Just curious.
Well, that's the same benefits of being in the sauna, right? So, you get heat shock proteins that are made. The problem is society, we're so pampered, right? We're so used to being in temporal controlled environments, right? So it's something I don't want my daughter to get used to, right? So I want her to be able to be in extreme cold or extreme heat and not worry about it, So,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, your body just has to get used to different situations, So I actually like it. It makes it easier for me to train. Even when it's cold, to get moving, I usually go in the sauna first or something like that, or I like taking a hot bath before I train. That's just, it helps me to move.
Yeah, I used to do that at the old gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind the physical heat. I don't mind. I don't like breathing in the hot air. That's where, I hate that. You breathe in and out, hot. So I fucking hate that shit. But I never thought about that. Yeah, it's literally like being in a sauna. You used to use your old car as a sauna, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Back in the day, you'd just sit in the BMW in the summer and just, sauna it up. It's fucking nuts. So I don't know. I was just thinking about that today when I was sweating my balls off going to work, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, like this heat. Doesn't it help for recovery too? Like,
No, see, that's the thing that people don't realize. Like, all of this is stress. Like, when you add in your cold baths or your sauna and stuff like that, you're adding another layer of stress to your body, right? So you're gonna have to actually account for the recovery. I mean, some people, it relaxes them, it makes them relax and stuff, but it is a form of stress that you're inducing onto your body. So you got to account for all that stuff.
All right, yeah, I wasn't sure about that because recently my girl, she's been working out since she technically has like August off, or she doesn't have a job for August. She's starting a new job in September, and so she's been going to the gym a lot. And
nice.
But she's been asking me, like she hasn't worked out fucking who knows how long, and when she comes over, we'll do some of the stuff with my bench and my weights in the back, and I'll show her just the stuff I know. But for like recovery, the only thing I can think of is like bananas and stretching. But she's sore because she's not a very active person.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go super hard with someone who's new.
I don't think she's going super new. If you haven't worked out in like a year and you work out, your body's gonna.
You're gonna get muscle pain.
Yeah, exactly. So like in that situation, outside of like eating bananas for the potassium and stretching,
take some Epsom salt baths. So like those baths with the salts, those are actually pretty good. Just going for walks, like after you eat, 10-minute walk. Whenever you're like sitting down doing stuff, just walk, move.
That'll help with the soreness of the muscles.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I'll let her know that tomorrow. Oh, excuse me.
Yoga helps a lot too.
Yeah, right. my fucking weakness.
And massage too. So, if you can give your girl a massage, that actually helps a lot. So.
Yeah, that pretty much sounds like that's what I got to do tomorrow. No, I was wondering because that's the thing I get too. I like, especially when I do chest, I'll go a little too hard and be sore the next day. But I'll just eat a banana or two or just try and stretch. But yeah, I didn't know about the Epsom salt bath. I'll never mind. I can't fit in my fucking bathtub. It's my tiny ass thing. I should take a picture of that so everybody can see that I'm not making this up. Another thing I was wondering about today is I see it pop up a lot, but those 4-minute workouts, I know doing something is better than nothing, but are there any misconceptions when people like see like the 4-minute workout? Like
what do you mean though?
Like if you do a 4-minute workout, if you do it, should it be like twice a day, 3 times a day, and they're not telling you that? Because when people click on it, they're like, "Oh, I did my 4-minute workout,"
No, but like that's the problem with people that they don't understand like what you're trying to achieve. Like, so when you work out, are you just trying to like burn calories? Is that your main goal? So
I'm looking at it as somebody who's like, I don't want to go to the gym for a long time, and so they Google something in YouTube, and then a 4-minute workout pops up, and they want to lose weight. Like, is that is that enough? Is basically what I'm saying. I mean, I know if you do the right diet and probably don't.
Yeah, a misconception is you actually, everyone thinks that you have to exercise to lose weight. You don't have to exercise at all to lose weight. So if you want to lose weight, you just got to manage your calories.
Yeah, be in a caloric deficit.
Yeah.
But
exercise has nothing to do with your weight loss.
Yeah. But for those who, so that misconception, so they're seeing this and they're like, oh, this will give me that body, and all I got to do is, do 4 minutes. Like, is it misleading, or should like, I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, how do you feel about a 4-minute workout?
As far as what, what do you mean? Like,
well, I mean,
so like if I Googled 4-minute workout right now,
or if you just Googled workout and then a 4-minute workout pops up and you're like, like, why would you want, like,
literally Googling right now.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm more, because a lot of us like to be lazy and we want the quickest way to.
There are a ton of 4-minute Tabatas.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I mean, see, here's the thing. I don't view working out as a way for me to lose weight. I view working out as a stimulus to what I'm trying to achieve. So for me, if it's trying to build a better body, then that's what I'm trying to go for, right? So I'm gonna apply the correct load and stimulus to get that done. Can it happen in 4 minutes? Probably not. Like, but
yeah. So all right. So let's look at it from both ways. So if you're just going for the bod, the proper purpose of a workout, a 4-minute workout is probably not long enough.
Well, it's not really the length. It's just your training should be specific to your goal. Like, if your goal is just pure weight loss, it doesn't really matter what you do. Like, I'm looking at some Tabatas here. Like, they got some crazy like burpees kind of things, but you could do the same thing by just walking for 4 minutes. So why go through the trouble of doing movements that are risky?
Yeah, no, when I was looking at it, I was feeling that, like I said, it was for, the people who are clicking on it are the ones who want the shortcut. They want to take the supplement and not go work out, or, think that, if I work for 4 minutes a day, then I'll be set, in like a month. And so to me, because with a lot of things, we don't research it enough. If the amount of mistakes I would have made without having you here to, clarify things, things we heard like one time, or things that have changed and, we just haven't known about it. So would you recommend anyone to do it, or is it just like if it's part of their goals, it's fine? Or
if you really like doing these 4-minute Tabata workouts, then do it. I mean, it's better than nothing, like I'm saying. But if you're thinking you doing this 4-minute workout, it's going to get you to whatever goal you might have without addressing your calories or your macros or whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's probably not going to happen. But if it makes you feel better, then that's a win in itself, right?
Yeah, so. Yeah. Well, and the one positive I was thinking about from my point of view is like it's a step in the right direction, and then maybe you're like, 4 minutes ain't shit. Let me double it, or and just slowly snowball that way. But yeah, I don't know. Like for me,
but see, the only problem that I have is when people they view their workouts as like how many calories are you gonna burn, and you shouldn't look at your training that way, because like actually my training doesn't burn very much calories at all.
I'm about to say it's hard to calculate how many calories you burn, right?
I mean, there's apps that give you estimations and stuff like that, but sometimes it's not really accurate and stuff. But I mean, you'll have a really hard time just trying to make that deficit through just exercise alone.
That reminds me,
really difficult. You
remember one of the Jets we used to hang out with? He came with us to the gym one time, and all we were doing, it was me, you, and Matt, and we were doing our circuit. Must have been at Action.
Yeah, I remember that day.
And he was just running on the treadmill, and he's like, I burned off enough calories for a hamburger, because the treadmill had a little meter that said this is how many calories you burned off. And it was like, I never thought about how many calories I've burned off when I worked out. Like, I don't know, I just go in and do it. I actually don't think too much about it. I think what I want to do, physically my goal, and then that's about it. Like, what do I need to do that day? But yeah, if you really enjoy these like 4-minute workouts, I mean, it's good for stretching and stuff. So like, if you just stretch for 4 minutes, that's better than no stretching whatsoever. Oh, no. Yeah. Like I said, I was going more at the angle of, like I said, people want the shortcut. And I think, it's a logical wish, I think, if you can get something easier, I think, it makes sense to want that. Yeah. And you should actually not have your training so difficult where it's impossible to actually achieve, So your training you should be doing as a minimal work possible to elicit the most amount of results. Yeah. See, so that's why I was like, but when I saw 4 minutes, I was like, is that really enough? And then I thought it might be. Yeah. Like I said, that's why I decided to ask you, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just here to be pretty. So, what do you got for fat hacks today? I actually got a lot of people who are like asking me like the best way to lose weight, and there's a lot of people that say like, oh yeah, I want to lift weights, but I'll wait till after I'm done losing the weight. Yeah,
So they want to lose weight before they actually start lifting weights and stuff. And I'm gonna let you know right now, like, if you really want to lose weight and you can only do one form of exercise, it should be weight training. You shouldn't do any cardio at all. In fact, you don't even have to do cardio. Just do weights, and you'll get to your goals. Like,
they show the side by sides. Usually the weightlifters do look better. Much more definition and tonnage.
Well, just because, like, especially like for me, I had a lot of like extra body fat and stuff, and so like I have a lot of loose skin and stuff. So if you have a lot of loose skin, and if you actually just lose muscle and fat, because you'll lose both, right? If you don't weight train, you'll actually be a skinnier version of a fat self, right? So a smaller, fatter self. So the weight training actually helps to keep your skin more elastic. And I mean, it won't solve the really, really loose skin issue, but it will help, So
yeah, no, that's cool. No,
so if you're wondering, like, should I lose weight then lift weights, or should I lift weights right away? What should I do? The thing is, if you can only do one thing, it's lift weights. Yeah.
Well, because if you're trying to lose weight, like you said, you're going for, that's mostly diet anyway, right?
Should be.
Should be.
Yeah.
But so it would. I mean, so you could technically do them at the same time, right? Or you'd have to make sure you get your protein intake and stuff. Would that be maybe counterintuitive to the diet?
No. I mean, of course you're gonna try to manage your food intake, and then you're gonna try to lift weights and probably balance those out, and that's where you should be. But I mean, don't think you have to get to your weight goals before you actually start going into the gym, right, or lifting weights and stuff. You can lift weights at home. You can. When I talk about lifting weights, I'm just talking about resistance training. So whether that be like doing push-ups or body weight squats, you can start at home. Just do some sort of like resistance type training.
And I know you said it before, but why do you say no cardio?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you don't have any time, like, I think the return in your investment is, especially for your time, the time you spend lifting weights will be actually better spent than the time you spend doing cardio.
It's much more intense in a different way, right? Like,
well, just you send a signal to your body to keep muscle instead of like chucking it. So if you don't send that signal for your body to build muscle, then you're going to have a hard time keeping it. So you have to give your body as much reasons to hold on to as much muscle as possible, especially if you're in a deficit, or else you'll lose muscle.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck. That's some good stuff to hear, because I was watching a discussion about vegans, and we've talked about different diets on here. We've talked about vegetarian, vegan, the carnivore diet, keto, but it always surprises me, I guess, the reasoning behind veganism. Like, eat what you want to eat, and you don't like the taste of something, don't eat it. That makes sense to me. But the guy who was talking that I watched yesterday, he was saying he didn't want to eat anything from an animal because if it was him, he wouldn't want to be eaten. And I was like, all right, I kind of get that, but in the animal world, it's literally, fucking dog eat dog. Like, it's pretty, they don't give a fuck about you. So I was really surprised. Like, I don't know, like, you're putting feelings on these things that, if they had the chance to eat you, would not give a fuck, Like, I don't know.
I kind of get it, though. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, like, in a karmic debt or not wanting to kill, like, I get that, but it was that he was attaching human feelings, like, a way we process this complex emotion, and it was like, I'd rather you just say you just didn't like meat,
But I mean, people feel the way they feel about it.
Oh, no. It was just interesting. Like, he did not a book, a documentary, I guess, like, for students, when we used to have those days in class where you watch videos. So his is about animals and, how they feel. And it was like, I guess a lot, what are they called? Pescatarian? The people who...
They're pescatarians.
Yeah, they eat no meat except fish. And it was because I guess they said fish didn't they didn't like feel dread or fear or some shit. And I was like, I don't know. I just thought it was a cheat way to eat some sort of meat. But his whole documentary series was like, oh no, fish have these same emotions as these land animals. And I thought, I don't know, every animal is going to feel fear, right? Like, but
I don't know.
I don't know. Veganism's just like, do what you want to do, but animals will eat us the first chance they get. So I don't know. I kind of say, let's take them out. I think we should be grateful for what we eat. I think we should appreciate where the food comes from, and what it takes to get there. I don't think we should waste it, but once again, just eat what you want to eat. Stay healthy how you want. But yeah.
But I do get vegans' feelings and stuff like that, and it's I find it interesting. Like people feel the way they're gonna feel and stuff like that. Like I used to hate noodles. Like
really,
yeah.
Wow.
Now I eat them all the time.
Well, I mean, see, but that's like hating a certain type of food and hating like when I was a kid, I hated vegetables and I don't even know why, but now I love them.
I just thought I was gonna get fat. I used to think like
really?
all carbs are really bad. So.
Oh, I thought you just didn't like the taste or the texture or something.
No, now I'm like all about noodles. I'm all about food now.
Yeah, I don't think, is there anything that you don't eat that you don't like to eat?
No.
Shellfish, you have an allergy.
That's just crab. I can't eat crab. So.
Okay, but you would if you could.
Probably.
Yeah. See, so no. I don't know. I think dieting for health, or joining these diets for like that kind of reason's fine. But I don't know. I'm gonna sound like an asshole if I go on the thing. I just like some people don't get a chance to choose what they eat. So I guess I feel like we're lucky to have all these options of.
Yeah, that's a first world problem we have.
Yeah, right. So that's why I was like, So I don't know, but I kind of grew up in a more countryside area where we had to slaughter the animals and get them ready. So I have a different kind of appreciation for it. I know it's hard, and I know sucks when they have to die, but shit's gonna die anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else from you today? We're gonna keep this one kind of short, I think.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep this one short, guys. We gave you an extra long one last week. Sorry I was a little out of it today, but hopefully I'll be back to normal next week. So we'll catch y'all then. Love y'all. Peace.